on the 12th anniversary of the date that changed the lives of Americans and many of our friends around the world forever. We now call it simply 9/11.
And we gather on this day to honor the brave men and women who went far beyond the call of duty, Americans and our allies who have fought against terrorism around the globe.
Kyrgyzstan's president answered the call of our president for help from other nations, and by December 2001, the United States had established the 376th Air Expeditionary Wing at Manas International Airport in Bishkek.
We are doing our part to always honor the fallen by delivering personnel, cargo, and fueling the active fighters today. As Liberandos, we deliver. This morning, we are especially remembering a true American hero, Fire Chief Peter J. Ganci Jr., whose selfless service on the morning of September 11, 2001 has been an inspiration to all of us that serve.
When we were originally told about Manas being named after my father, we thought there couldn't be a more fitting tribute
to a man whose entire life was dedicated to service in uniform.
It was our honor as a family to learn that the base was named after him, and the high regard the soldiers hold of my father.
Well, I appreciate he did his best. If you know, all he tell you is how many New York City fighters doesn't get any better than that.
So with that, I thank you for your service.
I'm going to let part of this part of what you do over there, and I appreciate you allowing me to speak in the 9/11 ceremony. So on behalf of my family, proud members of the FDNY, we want to thank you all for your service, and thank you for letting us participate in this incredible honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Pete and Chris.
September 11th is a day we Americans will forever associate the bravery and sacrifice of our first responders. Many of us were thousands of miles away from New York City, Pennsylvania, and Washington, D.C. on that horrible morning 12 years ago. But the images will always be in our memories. Our brave firefighters, police officers, and emergency medical personnel rushing to save the lives of people in trouble. I am proud of you, the men and women of our armed forces who defend our freedom and our liberty. Let us honor these first responders and all the servicemen and women who have since lost their lives in the defense of freedom around the globe. We can never forget that we did not start this conflict 4,383 days ago, but we must do everything in our power to prevent a terrorist act of this magnitude from ever happening again. We must stay vigilant. This base will forever represent our commitment to the global war on extremism, and this base was forged in the snow and ice by our brothers and sisters in arms before us to take the fight to the enemy. 9/11 brought us here today to execute a mission to prevent this act of terror from ever happening again on our soil. In the long history of the world, only a few generations have ever been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. We are Americans. We will never falter, and we will not fail.
Gone the sun from the lake, from the hills, from the sky.
Liberandos, dismissed.